everybody.
Hey, everybody.
How you guys doing today? So today is Q&A. So we're going to answer some more questions. Why you got that weird, cheesy look on your face?
Because I'm weird and cheesy.
Okay. Anyway, so we're going to do our Q&A for this week. So let's before we get started, let us introduce ourselves. Welcome to LoveParkConnection, where we talk about the pains and pleasures of life, love, and relationships. My name is Angela Parker.
And I'm Pierre Parker.
We are a husband and wife marriage and relationship coaching duo. We have been married for 28 years, together for over 30 years. And it's our goal to help couples communicate more, love more, and build healthy long-term relationships and marriages.
Yes.
Yes. So let's get started, y'all. All right. So first question. How do you think social media affects our relationships? Sometimes I feel like it brings us closer together, but the other times it feels like it creates distance. So we're not from the social media era, but we can see just in not even necessarily relationships, but just with families and especially your kids, it does seem to keep a distance because nobody's really communicating like they used to before social media. So for me, you both need to recognize the impact that social media has on your relationship and in your family. If you have children, you really need to make sure that you're keeping an eye out on how much time they're spending on social media, what they're watching on social media. So yes, it can impact your life and your relationship, good and bad. It can, of course, enhance your connection with your family and friends, especially if they live long distance. But it also does lead to distraction. And then your comparison, you see people who are comparing themselves to this couple or that couple or
this celebrity or that
celebrity. Right. And that's something that, especially in your relationship, you don't want to compare yourself to, especially celebrities. Let's even toss them out of the category, but compare yourself to other couples, because a lot of times what you're seeing on social media, when it comes to relationships and couples, you're seeing, for the most part, you have some true folks out there, couples who are out there telling you, showing you their real, how they interact for real. But for the most part, you see the, what is it? The,
clickbait?
No, not the clickbait.
Oh.
You see the made up. You see all the pretty and the foo-foo and all that crap.
Yeah.
So you don't want to compare yourself to what you're seeing on social media, good, bad. Because most of the time you're not seeing the truth. You're not seeing the authentic couple.
No.
Go ahead.
You know me, and I'll be them pulled out the conspiracy, open up that warehouse for the conspiracy stuff.
Well, some of it's not conspiracy because you look at how relationships are being viewed. The negative part of it, you'll see how relationships are being torn down. You see, this back and forth with men and women. And it's like, is that really what's going on out there?
That's what I say by the conspiracy.
Well, that's not a conspiracy. You see it happening.
A lot of this stuff is by design. That's what I
putting it out there.
Putting it out there to drive a wedge in between, the black man and the black woman, and drive a wedge in between couples and split them up and all of these different things like that. So I'm trying hard not to open the conspiracy warehouse. I got my soapbox, and then I got the other room.
It's got the closed sign on it. It's
closed. It's closed. I got the lock on it.
Got the padlock.
But there are, things with social media that's put out there on purpose.
Right.
I mean, like we say about conversation, with social media and all the texting and all this stuff involved, it has made conversation, just regular conversation, it made that a lost art.
Yeah, it has.
These, youngsters and I can't even say youngsters because now people our age it's just
really involved, too
really too
involved.
involved.
Right.
Yeah, we know some people that just get too involved in some of that stuff, but
Right.
yeah, it's really made them to where they don't conversate with people no more. Um, they don't associate with people too much anymore, and that's a part of what I mean by the conspiracy
And
theory
right,
part,
said
where
driving that wedge.
that's by design. They don't
Yeah.
want you to come together. They don't want you to conversate. They don't want you to.
Yeah, they definitely don't want you to have a strong relationship.
Yeah, because if you talk amongst each other and you have conversation, and you build these social networks of talking with people and conversating, then all of a sudden you can become unified.
Right.
So
Right.
they don't want that.
Right.
Let me get off the conspiracy
soapbox.
The conspiracy soapbox, and let's just say, yes, try to conversate with each other in your relationship and use social media just just for entertainment. Just for entertainment.
Right.
Look at it and get off of it and get back to use it as a conversation point for your relationship. Something that you guys can make fun of, just have fun with it, but don't take it serious. Don't, because there's some people that just take it, see stories and take things, and they take that as
the
that
gospel
is
truth,
what it is,
right,
the gospel
right.
truth. So use it as something that's going to bring you guys together, like that maybe you can talk about on your walks and or whatever you guys are doing. If you're in the kitchen and you guys are working, somebody's cooking and others doing something else, you guys have a conversation about something that you saw and you just laugh about stuff,
right,
but don't take it serious.
Right.
So
what you can do is, set some boundaries around your social media.
Yeah.
When you're on social media, when you guys aren't on social media, but set some boundaries, set some guidelines, have specific times for social media use, or creating they say phone-free zones, like during your meals, during your walks. Set that time apart where it's just you and your partner, coming together, communicating, and just being together without the distraction of social media.
Yes.
And this way you can focus on each other and then foster that deeper connection, and conversations that you need.
That's right.
Without the distractions.
Preach, baby.
Preach. All right, y'all. So the second one. So we've been facing some challenges, big challenges lately, like the move and my job switch. How can we work together to handle these transitions without it stressing us out?
Wow.
So communication, as we always say, is key. You got,
the key part. We always go say is communicate.
Right. So regularly check in with each other about how you both are feeling, what's going on, expressing your emotions. Because if you're stressed or if your emotions are high, you need to let that out before you need to let it out in a methodical and a methodical way, so it just doesn't come bubbling to the surface. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, don't let it sit in there and fester.
Don't let it fester and come to
fester.
That is an old word.
My old grandfather. I
don't let it
reckon you
fester.
shouldn't let it fester as I'm sitting here whittling on my porch and pull out my billfold to buy some ice cream.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, create a shared list of tasks that you can divide your responsibilities, because you don't want the responsibilities just left on one person. That can get very frustrating and someone's going to burn out. And then you're going to have an argument.
You're going to blow up.
Gonna blow up.
And then somebody's going to have to go take a walk.
And don't forget to carve out some time to unwind. Do it together. Find some time to just say, okay, you're moving, you got a new job, the move is done, but this person or both people are, both partners are in new jobs, new environments. You guys got to take some time to just settle down, regroup, rewind to get ready for, whatever's coming ahead.
That's right.
Oh,
Yep. You said it all.
Okay. Anyway.
You said it.
And last but not least, after 25 years of marriage, oh, there you go. What's up with us, baby?
Uh-oh.
I feel ready to focus on myself. Oh, I know this. This must be the wife.
I was about to say
this
it
must be the wife. Well,
wife.
it might be the husband. You know, you men go through your changes.
We do through our whatever they call them, midlife crisis.
Menopause. Your menopause.
Menopause.
The menopause.
Menopause.
Anyway, I feel ready to focus on myself and make some personal changes. How can I start this journey without feeling guilty or disrupting our relationship?
First, communication.
They're gonna say, you know what? That's all y'all talk about. What else is there?
I mean, that's the key to everything. Is talking.
I'm not gonna say everything, but
well, pretty much. If you don't talk about anything, you gotta talk first.
You do have to talk.
So yes. I mean, in this case, you know, yeah, you start by communicating. You know, you start by communicating how you feel and the journey that you would like to take to your partner.
Yeah.
And as a spouse or whoever your partner is, man, woman, we have to understand that, because we would want them to understand if we came to them and saying, this is what we need, this is what we feel, this is what we're going through.
Right.
So that's why we say the communication part is the most important part of
it.
If you can't talk about it, then it's not going to happen. If you can't gear yourself up to come to your partner and say, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I need. Then you're going to have problems throughout your relationship.
Yeah.
Totally. So
yeah, because this can help alleviate, any feelings of guilt when you're talking it through with your partner, and hopefully your partner understands and is behind you, giving you that support, that moral support, even if it's not physical support, giving you that moral support that you need.
Yeah.
And you also need to create small achievable goals for yourself and for your partner. So if this is something like, I use our situation as an example. You guys have heard me talk about moving to Portugal, and that's something I really want to do. It's really, it's something it's very deep in me that I want to do, is to, in particular, move out of the country. And we've had to talk about it, and we've had to figure out what the game plan is and how how this is going to work, because he has things he has to consider before he can, really make any type of a big move like that. But he also is giving me the space to do this. And as we're figuring it out, we're talking about it, we're discussing it.
Yeah.
But I had to, set small goals, because I know I can't, as much as I would love to just jump right in and do it. I do have to take us into consideration. And then on his end, he has to be open to also realize that, hey, this is something she wants to do. She's been, behind me and all my endeavors over these last 30 years.
Yep.
So I need to come to some conclusion on how I'm going to fit into this endeavor that I'm setting for myself.
Yep.
So encourage your partner to join you in some of the new pursuits.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be as big as moving to another country. It might be something like, you want to take dance classes. You want to do something that you've never done before. Try to include your partner in it, even if he or she doesn't want to, say, take 7 dance classes. Have them join you in 1 or 2 of those dance classes. It might change his or her mind.
Yep. Like she threw a dance class out there because that's what she wants to do.
It's small, it's a small step, but we'll see. We'll see.
I surprised her. I said, all right. I think I surprised her the last time on a podcast, because I said, okay, yeah, we can try a salsa class.
I know. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I know it's probably not going to be until he actually retires. So he might put off his retirement for a couple of years, so he don't have to take. He's like, baby, I'm not going to retire for another 3 years.
Yeah, it's all right.
So we have
by that time, CB forgot about it. So
no, well, I'm gonna make sure I write it down.
damn, I'm hiding all the pencils and the pens.
All right. So yeah, that's anything you want to add to that, babe?
No, pretty much you said it.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said in the beginning, that I'm always start with communication.
Yeah.
So got to talk about it. Got to talk about
You
it.
got to talk
And like
about
you said, it would be great to involve your partner in whatever it is,
Yeah.
if it's possible.
Yeah.
You know, so but try it out.
Try it out. All right, y'all.
And let us know how it worked out for you.
Yeah.
That means you got to comment. Comments.
All right, y'all. So thank you again for joining us. Please remember, if there's anything about our content that you enjoy, that you find value, please remember to subscribe and like. Hit that notification bell so you know when we put out new content. Also, check out our website. We will be starting new courses. So please go to our website, join the wait list so we can let you know when those courses drop. And anything else am I forgetting, baby?
That's it. Buy the book.
Buy
the book.
That's on our website as well at LoveParkConnection.com. All this information is in the description below. So again, thank you guys for joining us. We truly appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Bye.